State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kurt Greenstreet. Kurt, let's get right to the action. The Buckeyes will kick it away to start us off. So Michigan's offense comes on the field first today. Well, not a single player or fan on either side, Kirk, has forgotten what happened last time they met. The Buckeyes just crushing the Wolverines.
Yeah, it was just one of those days in a rivalry game where everything went the right way for Ohio State. Winning their one-on-one matchups, putting up big points on the offensive side, and of course the defense shut Michigan down. But it's a new day. Let's see if the Wolverines can try to avenge that loss last time out.
Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. Ball handed off, running through the tackle. And the visitors start with a run that barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
They're just trying to establish the run. There's not much there, but give credit to that defensive line and those linebackers attacking the line of scrimmage to negate any chance at all.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Tackled after a 4-yard gain, so it sets up a 3rd and 7.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
And now a quick 3rd down test on this opening drive of the game. And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look, and they'll make an adjustment before this important play. Early adversity here. They face a 3rd down in the opening possession. Dropping back. It's Fifita. Running out of time in the pocket. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up 4th down. The Wolverines will line up to kick it away. The offense will have to punt for the first time this afternoon. And here's the return. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. So the Ohio State Buckeyes offense out there for their first possession. Got a wide receiver here, Kirk, coming off a career performance last game. He was really unstoppable, bouncing around all week, looking to build on that and do even better this time.
Yeah, I think last week the thing that stood out when you looked at the film was he had a lot of one-on-one opportunities, and he made that defense really pay for it. Now it's a new week, new challenge. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I don't need this guy alone coming off of the game that he had last week. Let's see how they defend him and how this offense can respond.
On the shotgun, it's a handoff. The defense all over. They stop him right at the line.
Chris, this is what I love to see from a defense is the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
Grab near the sticks. It's Smith. They've got him at the 48, but that's a 1st down. They bring him down, but wow, the freshman showing off the arm strength. Buckeyes lining up here on 1st and 10. The shotgun handoff here. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8. Early in this season, Kirk, I think you can sense both these teams realize there's a lot to play for, a lot at stake for their seasons, and they're just kind of settling into this game.
Well, just look at the atmosphere today. It's almost playoff-like out there. Both these teams understand what a win could do for them, and the intensity is jacked up out on the field. Chris, to me, I think the quarterback wanted to get this ball thrown downfield, but good coverage forces him to throw it underneath. But give an assist to the O-line, giving him enough time to be able to evaluate that coverage.
A quick throw out left, complete. Tackle made at the 26-yard line. This offense getting closer to the red zone. And the player is down injured after that last play. They'll take a timeout or they check him out. Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. Quarterback keeps the football. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Man, this defense can fly to the football as a group. That's great team pursuit.
The quarterback a little unsure on whether he should keep it or pitch it, and the defense makes him pay for that with their speed.
Pressure is coming. Well, nearly interception here on the opening drive. He's going to bring up third down instead.
Chris, we're all guilty of this. We all look at the big plays, the quarterbacks, the offense, how many points, how many yards. And sometimes we overlook the most important aspect of the game, the offensive line. You've got to do a good job consistently protecting the quarterback, and it all comes down to the offensive line. And here, they hurry the quarterback, and they blow up the play.
The Buckeyes line it up with first and goal. First and goal, handoff. Now he's stopping him on that run. Touchdown, Buckeyes! That is an impressive start for an emotional game like this. To be so efficient, to click like that early is impressive.
Well, it's very impressive and a great way to start for this team because all the build-up and all the hype, now you can just settle in and play your game.
PAT is good, so it's 7-0. You got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Well, for many, this is the quintessential college football rivalry. It combines tradition, high intensity, and very often high stakes.
Yeah, Chris, I really think the rivalry has changed over the years. Guys in my era would tell you it was a game that was the most heated but the most respected because of the way you were recruited by both schools. There was the Woody, there was the Bo influence on the rivalry. But I think in the new social media era, I think it's more about hatred for the two schools. From both sides, it's just a different feel. We'll feel that today when these teams go at it. How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice game.
First down and 10 now. Gonna run it. It's Haynes. Breaks the tackle to get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Second down after that previous play. Looking downfield, it's Fifita. The sure hands, it's Haynes. He's brought down, but not before getting into enemy territory at the +47.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
How aggressive will they be on this first down play? Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Off the play fake, looking to throw. A deep shot to the right. He's got it near the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Wolverines.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. Here's the first play of the drive now, set up at the 24. The last possession, they really had the passing game clicking, move right down the field for a touchdown. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a real nice game there.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
I don't know what the quarterback saw there. He should have pulled that ball out and tried to make a throw, but instead he hands it off to the poor running back, and it's a tackle for a loss.
Looking to pass. It's St. Clair. On the move now. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down. The Buckeyes will line up to punt it away. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. Here's the first play of the drive now, backed up at the 15. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. They'll run it out of the shotgun.
Chris, I know it's not a huge game. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job of it on that.
Pressured and dropped back at the 8-yard line.
Chris, that's on the offensive line right there. They definitely have to be feeling responsible because it's almost like you didn't protect your little brother back there.
They'll punt it from inside their own 10. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. Last drive stalled. They were forced to punt it away. Let's see what they can come up with this time. And looking to throw now on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Porter. They make the tackle, but all the way down to the 17.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Buckeyes are in the red zone. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
And it's a nice job by this defense. They saw option and actually forced the quarterback to pull the ball on the read, and then they corral him for a loss. You could tell they worked hard on that in practice.
Scanning the field, it's St. Clair. Lets it go quickly. Wide open downfield. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State. Quarterback. How about appreciating a receiver that runs his routes that precisely?
Chris, it's not just his route running. It's the chemistry between the quarterback and the receiver that really, I think, is unique. They put so much time into this in the offseason. By the time they get to Saturdays, you can close your eyes and make your throw. That's exactly what we saw right there.
Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the second quarter. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. They'll return it from inside the 5. And the returner is brought down. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. They're coming off a quick 3 and out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. And the drive will begin backed up at their own 10-yard line. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Makes the grab. It's Wilson. And he's in the clear down the right side. End zone ahead. At the 30 now. Inside the 10. And it's a long-distance house call. Touchdown, Michigan. Simple throw, all the yards after the catch. Explosive play by the receiver to score.
Just a dynamic, athletic playmaker. As simple as you said, Chris, just throw him the football, he makes the catch, and then all the fireworks are after the catch. And this defense just unable to corral him.
Bringing it out, it's Rodgers. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. From the shotgun, an inside handoff. First down and more. He's still running. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 34. The Buckeyes come up to the line and a hurry up.
You know, Chris, what a great run here. You think about Ohio State, you think lately about those NFL-ready wide receivers, but we all know It starts with their running game.
He's in the clear. The 30. At the 20. Finally brought down to the 12. An explosive play puts him in great scoring position. This offense showing their explosive ability. One huge play, and they're set up in the red zone. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Refusing to be brought down. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
And that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a third or a fourth later today.
They'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. Oh, he's missed it. Extra point is no good. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Fields it just outside the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. Last time out, a one-play touchdown drive through the air, and they keep it going here. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Grab behind the line. It's Prieskorn. And he'll pick up the first down, stopped at the 27. And that'll put him over 150 yards today. Kirk, he is putting on a show on this big stage.
How great is this? On this stage, as you mentioned, Chris, just playing his best game. He's been in sync with his receivers. Back there, has time to throw. Just having a dream performance.
Grab down the middle. It's Moore. They bring him down, but it's a big gainer to the 47.
I love the call here by the offensive coordinator, getting this wide receiver involved early in the game. Obviously a long way to go, but you want this receiver to make a big impact today and get his confidence established early.
Brought down after picking up 5 yards, so 2nd and 5.
Hat on the hat up front. Good job opening up the holes. Anytime you get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Second down play coming up for this offense. They'll run it from the gun. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. And don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back, he just seems to have a nose for that first down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
Here's a quick throw off the play fake. Finding some room with the 25. He runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Well, we're just getting started here, and already you can feel a rhythm between the quarterback and the receiver. Nice job again, getting back in the pocket, making a nice, accurate throw to one of his top targets.
Takes the handoff. It's Haynes. Just a small gain. Looking at 2nd and 9.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Makes a quick grab. Touchdown, Wolverines. We've got a shootout here.
Just give this guy the ball and let him do the rest. The quarterback does a nice job of just putting the ball in the receiver's hands, and then he uses his legs with the run after the catch for the touchdown.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And so it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. We have a shootout developing here. Each offense scoring a touchdown in their last possession. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And the run moves the ball up to the 33.
Chris, it's the consistency of this pack is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
They keep the drive going. It's a first down at the 46.
Boy, this running back is fun to watch, isn't he, Chris? After that run, he's now over the century mark on the day. What an afternoon he's enjoying.
Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. Looking downfield, it's St. Clair. Moves out of the pocket. And he'll heave the ball deep down that right side. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Well, that's going to go down as an incompletion, obviously. But I like that the quarterback showed his ability to escape. Broke loose from the pocket and put the ball on a string. But he just wasn't able to come up with that completion.
A deep shot to the left side. Can't connect on the long pass. He caught it, but was out of bounds, so incomplete.
Well, it's an incompletion here, and I bet this secondary is going to play a little bit deeper just to make sure they don't get hit on any deep throws later in this game.
And the wideout goes in motion. And he'll drop back here on third down. Grab behind the line. It's Smith. Heads out of bounds after a solid game.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
Offense set for the 6th play in this drive. They're going to run it. They test the middle there and get nothing. It's the 2-minute timeout of what's been a really competitive game so far. Let's see if the offense can take the lead before the break. So now from the 29, it's third down and short. Let's see what the play call is going to be here. Already in field goal range, but of course thinking touchdown. That's enough to move the sticks. First down now from the 23.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
The Buckeyes will line up on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's St. Clair. Pulls it in, it's Porter. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
Pre-snap motion from the receiver. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. Third and short now on the 10th play of this drive. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. But it's incomplete, and that will now bring up 4th down. Buckeyes will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Makes the catch, and that is enough for a first down. Tackle at the 5-yard line. Now it's 1st and goal right there. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. 1st and goal. Great chance to take the lead before halftime. Caught near the goal line. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit.
Boy, tight windows is always down here. They have trust in throwing it. You just have to be smart.
Offense facing 2nd and goal. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. The running back has been busy today, but not much to show for it. The defense all over him again. So nothing on the previous play sets up a 3rd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And it's just a thing of beauty to watch this offense. That's this guy's 3rd touchdown.
But give the offensive line a lot of credit. They're getting enough of a push to give him some room to show you what he can do with that space.
Coach makes the decision to go for a two-point conversion. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. Return starts from inside the 5. And the returner brought down by that coverage team. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. Backed up this close to the red zone in the final minute. Let's say they just decide to take care of the football and look toward the second half. It's a short completion of the tight end. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball out to the 28. The offense will set up on 1st and 10. Back to pass. It's Fifita. The pass rush closing in. Bites off the defender. And that senior toughness on display as he keeps the drive moving himself. Great start to the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another first down. The pocket breaking down. And he finds his tight end for the catch. He's brought down, but a solid gain moves the ball across midfield to the 41.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Wilson. And the defense tackles him in what should be the final play of this first half. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when the Wolverines and Buckeyes get together, and a fun first half to boot. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've up defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Michigan and Ohio State plays out.
They stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. They built the lead with an efficient running game. Let's see if they can take to the air now to start the third quarter. First play of the second half, they keep it on the ground. And the defense able to hold it there to a short gain.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game. Held him just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
So ball at the 30. This is a manageable third down play for the offense. Grab near the sticks. It's White. And it's good for a first down to the 36.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. Forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
Back to throw. It's St. Clair. Looking to scramble. And it's incomplete on the throwaway. Couldn't find anybody open. Brings up a second down now.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
And he will be stuffed for no gain. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Looking to chuck it again. On the run, he'll let it go. Grab down the middle. It's Smith. They make the stop at the 47. That's enough for a first down.
Well, this is why this guy's one of the top wide receivers in college football. It's third down. The defense knows you're probably going to go to him, and they still can't stop him from coming down with a big play.
The Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. On the run, it's White. Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss.
Not only does the defense stack him up at the point of attack, but he was instantly pushed backwards. The defense was prepared to defend the RPO.
Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Looking to pass here on second down. Looking deep down the left side. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he's in. Touchdown, Buckeyes. So the offense flexing here and stretching their lead here in the second half.
Now that touchdown gives you a little bit more breathing room, but now it's up to your own defense to help preserve that lead so you can go back out and build onto it in the second half.
The offense is out there. Here comes a two-point conversion attempt. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. And he'll make it into the end zone to increase the lead even more. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Breaks into the clear.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll run it here. That's the running back with the ball. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
How about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
And they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. They were clicking last time. Great protection. The pitch and catch was solid, right down for a touchdown. And they begin the drive here, set up at the 30. But it's a quarterback keeper. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Oh, my gosh. Give this defense all the credit in the world. They had their eyes in the right position, playing assignment football. Quarterback just looking for daylight. Couldn't find anywhere to go there on the keeper on the option. Again, that's great assignment football by the defense.
Running back has it on the screen now. Across the 40. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
Great patience here, great execution by the entire offense. The quarterback kind of baits the defense towards him, drops it off to the back, and he's got a convoy in front of him for a nice first down.
And they bring him down, but not before he reaches the 38. First down from there.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
It's a quick grab. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Tough running to avoid a loss, but just barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Just great job by this defense defending this RPO. They sat back and then they overcommitted to stop the run game, and it works out.
They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Scanning the field. It's St. Clair. That's reeled in. It's Porter. Oh, and he didn't get there. The defense makes a stop against this excellent 3rd down offense. They've already converted once on 4th down this game. Let's see if they can make it 2 for 2. An inside give now from the shotgun. He stopped, gets a 1st down.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
The Buckeyes come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Ball handed to the running back. Going absolutely nowhere. That'll be a loss on the play.
But his defense just hasn't had many answers for this running back. Guy's already over 100 yards on the afternoon, but give him credit there. They made a nice play in the backfield.
And the single back takes the handoff. They've got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground there.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
It's 3rd down. Quarterback in the shotgun. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. The tackle is made. The offense is now set up for the 1st and goal from the 8. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. And check out how he's been spreading the football around between his targets, getting everybody involved in this game. One quarter to go. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish. They've had the break to talk about it. Now we begin the quarter with the offense set up 2nd and goal. Tailback tests the middle of the defense. And he muscles into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. This Buckeye team, Kirk, beginning to flex now and pulling away from their arch rivals right here.
Well, they seem to win every one-on-one matchup, whether it's the offensive line being able to win, getting a hat on a hat, the backs being able to get out the space one-on-one, or these receivers getting downfield. The athletic ability of the Buckeyes on full display.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. This group was coming off a quick 3-and-out, and they put something together in this run. First play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. Gonna run it. It's Haynes. Breaking tackles.
It's a really good, solid run. I know it's not the flashiest big play, but it's important for your offense to be able to get yards like that on early downs. You stay ahead of the chains, and it opens up the playbook for the 2nd and 3rd down coming up.
And the tailback's got it again. He goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd down for the offense. Dropping back. It's Fifita. Looking deep down the right side. And it's caught way downfield inside the 35. And Kirk Duck puts him over 150 yards today. He's just putting on a huge show on a big stage.
Yeah, every time he seems to get his hands on the football, he's making big plays. They have built their offense around his playmaking ability, and it's paid off today.
Quarterback will throw it off the run-pass option. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Quarterback will throw this out of the RPO. Defense drops him for a loss. Tougher 2nd down on the way.
You know, what separates good defenses from great defenses is you're going to give up some catches. But what do you do after the offense makes the reception? Are you giving up much space? Are you giving up yards after the catch? Here, just a really good job by this defense. Yeah, they gave up a reception, but right there to make a nice tackle for a loss.
And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout or they check him out. And they convert here on third down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. Caught in the backfield. It's Wilson. Stopped right there at the line. No gain. Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field, trying to chip away at this lead. Trying for a fourth down completion. He's brought down. A sack will end this drive. Huge play here by the defense.
That's really good coverage downfield, and it just looked like the quarterback was waiting and waiting and waiting a little bit too long. By the time he decides to try to make a throw, nothing's open. And result is a sack and a turnover on downs.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. So it's second down and long here from the 13. Looking to throw. It's St. Clair. Makes the catch. It's Porter. They bring him down, but he reaches the 30-yard line.
Boy, another great pass by this quarterback. You know, you really got to give a lot of credit to the offensive coordinator and the quarterback today. They protected the ball well, but maintained a calculated level of aggression in keeping this game out of reach from their opponent.
Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down. Buckeyes come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Working clock with the ground game. Nowhere to run. No corralling for no gain.
Boy, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game, because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
They're going to run it. Back gets the carry.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
On third down, he drops to throw. Hit as he released it. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up fourth down.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. Third down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
They finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 25. Another chunk play. This offense is really clicking. They'll run it here. Running back has the ball. And he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain. The first real speed bump of this impressive drive. Offense comes up now 2nd and 11.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
They get it. First down from the 14.
I mean, Chris, look at this guy. I mean, you talk about having a great day throwing the football and leading his team to a nice, comfortable lead late in the game, and it continues. The coach is showing confidence of what he can do.
Looking out as the offense tries to put the finishing touches here on a lopsided victory. Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. They've got him in the backfield. Nowhere to run. They'll lose a yard on the play. Crucial third down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? He escapes the pocket. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And the ride is on.
Chris, this is what makes this quarterback so dangerous. There's just only so much a defense can do to contain him. He is so fast. You can plan for it all you want, but planning and the execution are two different things.
Kicking team on now for the extra point. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And the returner will be brought down. Here's the first play of the drive. They'll set up from the 13. It's a shotgun run call. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
They get him to the ground about the 18-yard line. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Interesting play call here. 3rd and short inside their own 20. They want to get this drive going, or a punt could give the opponents excellent field position. And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's 4th down. The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Finds this receiver. That's enough for the first down. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs. Fresh set of downs for the offense after that first down completion. Caught behind the line. It's Strong. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Chris, now that we're in the final couple minutes of this game, it's a good time to just kind of step back and appreciate the job this defense has done throughout the entire game. They've applied pressure. They've been physical at the line of scrimmage. Good job in space. And a big part of the reason that they have such a big lead today.
To throw, it's Fifita. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
This defense has been lights out today. Great job once again applying pressure on this quarterback. This poor quarterback, he doesn't know what he has seen today. Not able to get anything going to be able to try to compete in this game. They are down.
Ah, here he goes. Tackle made after a solid run by the junior.
You know, even though that these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. Love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not panicking by just throwing every single down. Now you got a new set of downs and a chance to keep moving the ball down the field.
Makes the grab. It's Wilson. Then he'll run out of bounds and pick up a few yards on the play. Offense sets up for play number 8 on this drive. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Caught near the sticks. It's Marshall. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
And here's the handoff. Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What is an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense.
He's in the clear. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Caught by the back. Plays marked out of bounds at the 21.
The Wolverines getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw here. He's got it right near the end zone. And he scores. Touchdown, Michigan. Wow, what a play. What a rocket for an arm he has.
It's unbelievable to watch a guy put the ball that far into the air. You're thinking it's got no chance to be answered, and boom, a touchdown.
Lining up to try the extra point. And it's up and good. The player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And here's the return from inside the 5. And the returner is brought down as the clock expires. That will wrap up this football game. Well, this was a stunner. It's going to resonate around the college football landscape, Kirk. This lower-ranked team came in here and said, give us some respect. And they went out and earned it.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, this is a bit of a shocker to me, just to be able to see this team get run all over the field the entire game. Just didn't show up. I don't know what happened during the week with the preparation, but this blowout, I think, surprised a lot of people around the country.
And that is going to do it. We enjoy being here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. This is the championship game in the Big Ten Conference. A precious trophy with a long tradition to battle for here. But also a game that's been a launching pad into the college football playoff. Welcome, everyone, to Lucas Oil Stadium, home of the Colts here in Indianapolis, Indiana. As we'll see the number 9 team in the land, the USC Trojans, taking on last year's national champions, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get this thing going. Kickoff team out there getting ready, and this is it, the battle for the conference championship trophy. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. The Trojans offense making their way on the field today. And it comes down to this. After a brutal regular season schedule, all these teams have poured into it, and now one final showdown, Kirk. And one of these teams walks off this field tonight as conference champions.
Well, if you talk to these coaches, and especially the players, Chris, you get the sense that this game means a lot. Opportunity to become conference champs, and also you win this game, who knows how it can impact you at that next step into the postseason. So let's see who the better team is and who's going to become the conference champ.
Well, if somebody talks about a play being blown up, this is a great example of that. That's Exhibit A for how to be physical on defense.
Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss. Second down and 11. To throw, it's Mayava. It's an out route, the catch made. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Well, they're just fundamentally sound, right where you want to be after the completion. Nowhere to go after that catch.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. He's got it in the open. And the gain just good enough for a first down.
That's exactly what you want to see here from this offense. A big third down conversion. Offensive line did their job, giving a quarterback enough time. Great read, good execution, throws the ball accurately. Now you got some momentum going here on this opening drive.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? And now the handoff. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
Because that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off, and there's nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
They're going to pick up the third and short through the air.
This is exactly how you can slow down the momentum and the rhythm of an offense. You got to get some tackles for a loss and some sacks. This time, they come up with a sack by getting after that quarterback.
And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. Buckeyes offense comes out for their first possession today. Let's check the impact players in this game. Guys who have been leaders, guys who are being counted on to deliver today.
Well, these are the guys that both these teams rely on, as you said, to be able to make the plays. And more importantly, when it gets into that point in the game where you need to be able to have some leadership, these are the men that are going to have to step up and be able to provide that for each team.
From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. Slams right into a wall. They got it for a loss.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier. Absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Play fake, looking to throw. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. We're able to get him down.
Nice play action call here by this offensive coordinator. You can freeze those linebackers just for a split second. Usually that's going to give you enough room to be able to get that tight end behind them. And if the quarterback can make a nice tight throw like this, pick up some big yards.
Oh, a big decision here very early. They're going to go for it on their own side of the 50 on the first possession. It's a completion here on 4th down. He's got it, and that is enough for a first down. Oh, and he hits out of bounds after a really nice gain there. The Buckeyes begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Looking for a gap. It's Maples. It's a short game, but look at that defense swarm to the football.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the first down.
Takes the handoff again. Gets the first and still running. Taken down, but not before he makes the first down.
Well, that's a beautiful run here for the first down. Really living up to that reputation of the great backs that they've had over the years. Think about Archie Griffin and Eddie George, Ezekiel Elliott, J.K. Dobbins, just so many great backs. We're seeing another one right here.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Dropping back, it's St. Clair. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. Grab behind the line. It's Smith. Great move in the open field. And he's run out after a good gain. Now that's been set up with a first down and goal.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State. Conference championship pressure, they just grind their way. Beautiful execution in that methodical drive.
Man, I can't think of a better stage than the conference championship to put together a drive like that. Moving the sticks, executing along the way, avoiding any turnover potential, and coming up with a touchdown. Great job.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT makes it 7-0. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Smith. Tackle at the 13. Now great field position to start the drive. And the Trojans offense is back out on the field. The last drive, they came up empty, had to kick it away. And they come up with something here. Here's the first play of the drive. They'll set up from the 13. Handoff here from the shotgun. Going absolutely nowhere. It'll be a loss of it. Well, they run it right into a blitz. And that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Play action fake. Looking to throw. Catch made on the out route. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
To go with a direct snap. Did not get there. Now he's going to bring up 4th down and 1. And the Trojans will bring the punt team onto the field. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. And he's brought down immediately on that one. Had a gutsy to try a return, but the coach may have preferred a fair catch. Looking to pass. It's St. Clair. A deep shot to the left side. Oh, and it's dropped right off his hands. A chance for a big play, but a little early nerves on the part of that receiver. So second down after the incompletion. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain.
Coaches told us in pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed. They also showed the ability to break tackles on that one.
They make the stop just short of the first. Looks like inches to go, and now 4th down. Looking for some space. It's Peoples. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
That's how you know an offensive coordinator really believes in the offensive line. You get to 4th down, you don't spread out a defense and try to create a one-on-one matchup and throw the ball. You go the old-fashioned way. You get behind that offensive line, get the yards you need.
Taking a shot deep down the right side. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Add 6 more points to the total.
That's what makes this guy so dangerous as a wide receiver. He can catch the ball underneath, shake and bake and go by you, or use his speed to get around you and make a big play like this for a touchdown.
Kick sails through, so the lead is 14-0. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback. They'll start at the 25. And here comes the USC offense back on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Begin with a quick throw to the left. Tackle to the 35, good enough for a first down.
Chris, we're still early in this game, and you can already sense the chemistry between this quarterback and the wide receiver. These two just make it look so easy.
He lets it go on the move, looking deep. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. First down here for this offense. Back to pass. It's Maiava. With the catch, it's Fowler. They bring him down right at the 20. This offense set up now in the red zone. Ohio State has the lead here after 1. They jumped out to an early lead in that opening period. Let's take a quick look at the stats so far. Crucial stage of the game as we begin the second quarter. Is this one going to get out of hand? Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. In the red area, it's Jordan. Running up the middle, but stuff for a low gain.
Things just appeared to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front 7 of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
How about the arm strength from this quarterback? He really didn't have any other option than to put it right in there and give it everything that he had. Great timing and a good job of squeezing that in between the defenders.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Grab down the middle. It's Fowler. They bring him down, but not before he picks up first and goal yardage to the 9. A chance to get right back into this football game. It's first down and goal. From the shotgun, handoff inside.
I mean, Chris, you have to admire this offense. They continue to try to sprinkle in the run game, even though it's not been able to really get established. But they're not just becoming one-dimensional. You got to respect that, and hopefully at some point it'll pay off.
So the ball moved back to the 12 for a second and goal. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Play action fake, looking to throw. Grab behind the line, it's Moore. They've got him down behind the line. They lose yardage on that completion.
Man, the defense was all over that play. Just left him almost no room to work after catching the ball.
Now in third and very long, looking to throw. On the run here, lets it go. He's looking for the tight end, and it's caught. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion. So a field goal attempt coming up now. is good. He knocked it right down the middle.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
He's going to return it from near the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 27. That's where the drive will start. And the first play of the drive now set up at the 27. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. To the air. It's St. Clair. Caught by the receiver. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
The quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some pop.
Breaks into the clear. They make the stop, but he's in enemy territory now. First down to the 45.
Chris, what I love here is just the vision by the running back. Showing great patience. The hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
On first down, it's play action. Looks to the left, and it's complete.
This quarterback has a lot of different options, but I don't mind him getting this wide receiver involved so early in the game. Let him build up his confidence. He could have a monster day for him.
Takes the handoff. It's Peoples. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Third down play coming up. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. The Buckeyes hope to keep this drive moving.
Well, that's mano a mano right there. Offensive line knowing exactly their assignment, getting a hat on a hat, and that back threw just exactly where he needed to go to extend this drive. That's a first down.
Pass clock. They bring him down after a short gain there. Second down after that completion. He'll hand it off. They bring him down to the 16, but they move the football into the red zone. First down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Now it's second down. Back to throw. It's St. Clair. Bringing pressure. It's intercepted. Trying to fire it into a tight window. Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up his offense. Play action here on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Jordan. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line. A completion sets up a second down play. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Running back grabs it on the screen. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
A lot of times this can be a tough play to defend because you're so concerned with getting pressure on the quarterback. But here the defense does a good job of coming off of coverage and chasing down the receiver.
It's an out route, the catch made. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down. And the Trojans line up on first and 10. Heading left after the handoff. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. Offense beginning to click on this drive as they try to reach the end zone for the first time today. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Makes the catch downfield. They finally make the tackle all the way down to the 32.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
They'll give it to the back. Nowhere to run up the middle.
Man, this defense continues to just be physical into line of scrimmage. Offense can't do anything on the ground, and by doing that, this defense is allowing their defensive front to get pressure on the quarterback. Every time they drop back to throw, they become a one-dimensional offense.
Caught over the middle. It's Fowler. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that end route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
Receiver in motion now. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. A timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. Offense getting set. Second down play here. Off play action. He's looking to throw. Pass rush gets home. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
I like the call here, but you can't run long, developing play-action passes like that if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time to throw.
Looking to throw it on third and very long. Looking for the wideout. Touchdown, Southern Cal. That's how you finish a play. Methodical but effective. Probably one of the most impressive drives we've seen in a conference championship game.
Hey, I have to agree with you. Long drives like that are like a great painting. Slowly layering all the intricate facets until you have a masterpiece completed. That drive was put together in the same fashion. Just masterful execution on that drive.
He's tackled at the 17, so it's been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. We'd expect a prudent decision here, backed up near their own end zone. Just run the clock out and get to halftime. To the air, it's St. Clair. On the move now. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived at the same time as the football. And now it's second down.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. QB tries it again here on 2nd and 10. Looking for a man deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete with just 7 seconds left on the clock.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, it could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He's looking deep again. And it's incomplete with just 1 second remaining on the clock.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw in this play.
4th down, looking to throw for it. It's another deep shot. And it's incomplete. Trying for a big play there as time runs out in the first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Chris, a Big Ten championship game that's already had its share of stirring moments.
Bringing it out, it's Rogers. He's tackled at the 21. That's when the drive will start. Offense out there to start a new drive from the 21. They get the second half started with the running play.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Looking to throw. It's St. Clair. Moves out of the pocket. Breaks an open space. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. Buckeyes starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Second down, we're going to throw it. Caught behind the line. It's Peoples. This one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
I can see what the quarterback's trying to do here, Chris, and he gets the completion, but just no gain. There's just no room to go after the catch.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the 1st down. On the run here, lets it go. Pass ball is incomplete on the scramble. That's good coverage. The Buckeyes hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. Pre-snap motion from the offense. 4th down. He's throwing for it. He's wide open. Look out. He did not get it. Crucial play by this defense. What a 4th down stop. Hold up a second. The coach has called timeout. He may use a challenge here to have the officials take another look at that one. Not the news the coach was hoping to hear. He took a chance calling a timeout to get the replay. We'll see if that proves to be crucial. Here's the first play of the drive now. They're set up at their 40. QB decides to keep it here. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage.
It's a nice game by this offense. This quarterback has such a good feel for running the option. Whether it's handing it, keeping it himself, or pitching it, puts a lot of pressure on the discipline of this defense.
He cannot escape. It's a sack.
What a play here by this defensive line. You can get so caught up in the flashy offense of Ohio State in recent years. Let's not forget, a still-play defense in the shoe and have such great history and tradition with that defensive line play.
It is complete. What a grab by the receiver right near the sideline. Finally marked out after a big game, but hold on. There's a penalty marker on the field. Let's check this out. Solid gain in the play there, wiped out by the penalty flag. Now the offense faces 3rd and long from the 30. Can they convert and get a drive going? To throw, it's Mayava. Contact as he threw it. Caught over the middle by the tight end. The defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a 1st down.
Well, they're going to come up short of the sticks here. We got a tough decision at this point in the football game for the head coach. What will they do now on 4th down?
Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. The ball has been picked off.
Well, cold weather always seems to make life more difficult in the passing game. You can see this quarterback really wants that one back. That's a tough break on this interception.
The first play of this drive now, they're set up at the 34. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. 1st down, looking to throw the ball. Grab down the middle. It's Smith. Here he goes. At the 10. All the way to the end zone. What a run. Touchdown, Ohio. great. How important was that touchdown, Kirk? It's now a two-possession game here in the second half.
It's a great job with this offense with their execution and having situational awareness here in the second half. They now have, as you said, Chris, this two-possession lead. They got a great chance to finish it off and get a win.
And it's fielded. Returner trying to create good field position here. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And the USC offense is back out on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. Look him out throwing here to start the drive. Catch made on the right side.
Well, this wide receiver has it all. We know about his leaping ability, his speed. But what I've seen today is the precise route running. Another example of it there. And the timing with this quarterback and this receiver is just a thing of beauty.
And completion makes it second and short. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Snags the quick throw. And he'll pick up the first down, stop at the 27.
They pick up a completion. It doesn't get big yards, but you know what? Enough for the first down. Let's move the sticks.
Drive stays alive with that completion for a first down. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Off the play fake on first down. Quick throw testing the middle. Wide open downfield. He's in the clear. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs.
That's one way to be able to move the football up the field in a hurry. These are the types of plays that can really galvanize an offense.
Grab behind the line. It's Moore. It's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Boy, wide receiver screen can be hit or miss. Either receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed from the defense here wins that play.
Slides to avoid the big hit. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. This is crucial. Defense needing a stop on third down, trying to force a field goal. Dropping back. It's Mayava. Catch made. Looking for the goal line. Brought down at the 3, but that's enough for a first and goal. Here we go. First and goal. A touchdown here gets him right back into this game. Defense drops him for a loss. Went backwards there. A second down behind the sticks now.
As a quarterback, you see a one-on-one matchup. If you want to get the ball out to your receiver, hope he can shake that tackle and get upfield for some good yards. Man, this corner made a great play after that reception.
And he will be stuffed for no gain.
That's just exactly how you coach it from a defensive standpoint. You string the quarterback out to the outside, make him indecisive. By the time he makes a decision, the rest of the defense is coming in. Nice tackle for a loss.
Third and goal. Looking to throw the ball. Touchdown, USC. They finish off the scoring drive. The coach deciding to go for 2 here to cut the margin to 3 points. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Grab behind the line. It's Jordan. And the 2-point try is successful, making this just a 3-point lead. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He'll return it from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. It was a one-play touchdown drive through the air last time. The defense makes some adjustments. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. It's got the first and still going. Defense makes the recovery a turnover.
Hey, Chris, we could hear the contact from that hit all the way up here in the booth. So, hey, it's easy to blame the ball carrier, but I don't know if anybody could have been able to hold on to the ball after that hit.
Excellent field position here for the offense. Looking downfield, it's Mayava. And the pass is complete to the tight end. They make the tackle at the 19, but this offense now has a first down in the red zone. And the Trojans move into the red zone. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Makes the defender miss. Touchdown, Trojans. And that will give them the lead now. They began with great field position, and that didn't take long at all here.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an opportunity. Your defense sets you up in great field position. You're not looking for a field goal. You're looking for a touchdown. Give the credit to this offense for being aggressive and punching it in.
Fields it just outside the goal line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here's the first play of the drive now to begin at the 19. And the wideout goes in motion. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Receiver makes the catch. Pass caught, second down now. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. And it's USC in front, Kirk, as we break for the quarter. We've reached the end of 3. Time is running out to cut into the lead. Let's take a look at the game sets before we move on. We're set now for the fourth quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? Big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on third down. Now the offense will spend the timeout here, wanting to come up with the perfect call on this important play coming up. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Looking to pass. It's St. Clair. Short throw complete to the tight end. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down.
Boy, the quarterback looks so confident there with this throw. Good job up front with the offensive line protecting on a pivotal third down. And anytime you're trailing in a game, you want to be able to convert. So good job by this offense.
The gain moves the ball to a 34.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
The gain makes it second and medium. On the ground, it's Peoples. The senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Critical third down play for this offense right here. There's the snap. He's looking to throw. Caught near the sticks. It's Porter. Oh, what a cut. It's still going. They finally make the tackle all the way down to the 32.
Well, that's exactly how you dice up a zone coverage. Nice throw downfield here on third down, and a really good route to give the quarterback a chance to make that play.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Boy, how about the defensive speed there in team pursuit? They recognize the toss sweep from the middle of the field and show their team speed to be able to eliminate this play.
Makes a quick catch. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
Simple pitch and catch on the drag route. Quarterbacks love these routes because they're short throws. Those yards after the catch, you gotta pad your stats.
They'll try and run it. Here's the running back. And they convert on third. Football at the 20 now. First down in the red zone.
You know, this back has taken advantage of his opportunities tonight in his football game. And here's another example on third down. They put the ball in his hands. He knows exactly where to go to pick up the first down. And he's able to do that here in the fourth quarter.
The long drive continues. The offense pushing the ball down the field. Scanning the field. It's St. Clair. He's running out of time here. Breaks into the clear. Headed for the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes. As the QB
just love to see this when the game is on the line. This offensive line does a great job of executing up front, giving this back just enough room to be able to get into the end zone and give them the lead.
And the kick is good. A 3-point game now in the fourth quarter. It's all up to the defense. We got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Trojans' offense is back out on the field. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Opening play of the drive, quick throw to the left. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
How about this defense? That is called team pursuit. Swarming to this wide receiver on the screen, not allowing him to get his momentum upfield.
Quick completion to the tight end. Big man finally brought down by the quarterback. That was a tough assignment. Crucial play for both offense and defense. We'll see what we get here on 3rd and 4. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now. And the Trojans will send their punt team onto the field. No fair catch. Looking to make a return here. And the coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. First play of the drive now coming up from the 29. The passing game was so effective in the last position. Right down for a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. Looking downfield, it's St. Clair. Receiver makes the grab. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated and get the ball in his hands, you do it.
Leaning on the run game here. The Buckeyes are going to keep this drive rolling. Looks like a man is down in the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? Here's the toss play now, running left. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, setting the edge, a lot of times you'll rely on that offensive tackle to do the job at the line of scrimmage. Sometimes it's a tight end or maybe the H-back. But someone has got to set the edge of the line of scrimmage to give them a spot to go. If you're not able to do that, you're not able to turn the corner and make a big play.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Fires it to the wideout. Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. They get him down, but a big gainer to the 42. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Buckeyes moving quickly down the field here. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. 1st down, looking to throw the football. Caught in the backfield, it's Smith. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. Important 2nd down play coming up. Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. They make the tackle, but not for a solid gain on that pass.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays, but the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys.
here he goes. They make the tackle at the 19, but this offense now has a first down in the red zone.
Boy, this guy just keeps playing good football. He's like a bowling ball out there. Gets low pad support, running over top of defenders. Just a gritty runner, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead here in the fourth quarter.
The Buckeyes have first and 10 here. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout as this offense tries to work the clock and preserve this lead. Less than 2 minutes from a conference championship. Can they keep the football and secure the win? And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down.
Oh, this defense, if there's any chance of getting back in this game, you can't give up a big game like this on first down.
Tailback takes the handoff again. They bring him down, but that first down should be enough to clinch the conference championship.
Total control right now, Chris. You just got to assume, just keep running the football. You look at the clock, in their favor. You look at the field position where they are, obviously in their favor. So it just makes sense. Keep it on the ground, keep pounding, run that clock, because you got everything working in your direction.
And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout or then check him out. So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. Looks like the quarterback will just take a knee here. It's always a special year, but after all the work you put in, you can call yourselves champions of the Big Ten. And now with the playoff spot locked up, the spotlight gets even brighter.